can like get out, the content that you are a real estate agent and maybe you're selling this home. And a cool thing that I have been seeing with some agents, right? Because, I try to get the scoop everywhere. So I just try to see what people are doing. And honestly, I usually say, hey, if it's entertaining me, it's probably entertaining someone else. Like one of the agents, not with us, but they're from California. But she did a funny walkthrough video of her showing a place. And like she was so extra. Like she fell in the pool. Like it was just hilarious. And I'm like, no, she didn't. I was dying, but I remember the home verbatim. I remember each room because honestly, I watched the video from start to finish, So as far as like, I feel like you have to think outside the box. Sometimes you gotta take a little risk and play around with it and have fun with it. Of course, you want to have a agreement with the seller that you can do that. But being that you're already doing the 80-20 rule and you're already showcasing your personality and who you are on your page, then you already started building your brand. You have built your representation. So now people know who you are, as an agent. So it won't be surprising to them if you put something funny as far as like you showing a listing and having your personality. At the end of the day, that might skyrocket. You might go viral, right? Goals, but you never know. But I think you have to kind of like think outside the box. So if your content is not working as far as like you put in a listing, then maybe get creative. Maybe make it into a slideshow. Maybe start utilizing Canva. Maybe make the template a little bit different. So rather than just sharing the post on your page and just saying, hey, look at my new hot listing, right? Maybe you can personalize it a little bit to make it more appealing, and you can reach out to marketing for that. You can reach out to me and we can just shoot off ideas, but we can give it a try, so we can see where it goes from that. So I think that would be awesome.
I always forget to take pictures of where I am. Like I'm not doing these everywhere. But then the few times I always have a mask on, and I hate posting stuff while I have a mask on. So it's just getting in that routine. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. It's new, but I believe in you. I know you got this.
All right, welcome. It's 9:04. It's probably a good time to get started. But I haven't scrolled across here to see who's logged on. Lisa's on. We got Peter, Lisa, myself, Fantasia, Jamie, and Gary here is in the room. So let's have the call, and then again at the end of this, I'll upload this onto the YouTube channel. We have I'll be able to do that this afternoon. It won't be on until this afternoon. And Lisa and anyone else, you go ahead and share. You can share this. You can send a link to anyone in your office to watch later, or if you're an agent and you've got someone on your team, or you think another agent, you guys bounce things back off each other. And hey, I got this idea. Hey, have a look at this. Watch this. This is. I think this is valuable if you find value in it. So, all right, Fantasia, let's giddy up.
Alrighty. So, today we just started off just sharing some good news, of course, on what's working, what's not working, and some good feedback. So that's pretty much what we was talking about a little bit with this morning, because sharing is caring. So we're all trying to do our best with social media. So sharing our experiences is really good. We can bounce off each other. But this week, what I'm going to do is just do the basic run through as far as go to GoHanna, have your GoHanna tab open, your business Facebook tab, and we're going to do the post. Next week, we're going to be diving into something a little bit more different. But also, I'm going to try to get through this so then Chuck can take the lead and show you a little bit about how to share your buy sign, right? So, or just talk about it a little bit. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. Just the host. Give me that access.
Oh, I'm sorry, just a moment. Sorry. I remembered last week, I did it before, I was like, I know she's gonna ask for sharing access, and I was right, this week I got the ball.
It's already.
I suggest it's probably a good idea for everyone, Jamie and Lisa and Peter. If you notice on your, I don't know what it's called, at the top where you see, our screens, our faces. And there's three dots up in the corner. If you want to click on those three dots and then go down to pin video, and that'll pin Fantasia's content and sharing. If you go to Fantasia and pin her video to your screen, it'll keep her screen going versus if someone else had a question or whatever. I think it when we pin the video, it always works out.
All right. So here we go. So now you get to your business Facebook page, and then you also have the tab open for Gohanna. So alongside your left hand side, you're going to see everything that you need as far as the publishing tools. So you're going to click that. It's going to load a little bit. And while that load, I'm just going to move on to Gohanna just to find my first graphic that I want to post and utilize. And again, I know the other week, we actually went through it on how to get there. And so we can do it the same way. You go to help documents. Okay. You want to go to marketing, digital marketing, social media, and then you'll get the social media graphics, and you'll find everything from evergreen to holidays. If you was to go into the holiday posts, these are some of the content that corporate has created per month. You see National Cat Day, Pizza Month, Halloween, and what so have you. But the folder that we're going to utilize is the evergreen folder. Okay. So when you get here to the evergreen folder, everything that you possibly would need, you can utilize all these folders here based on what you're looking for. Again, these are just graphics that corporate provided for you, but of course you can always go to different sites like Picabay, Canva, and different websites of that sort. You just want to make sure, the reason why I mentioned Picabay is because it is a free resource. Anything that you do get from that website is for high quality images. I wouldn't recommend that you go to Google and you start pulling images from there, because you can actually jump into regulation issues and legal issues, because every graphic that you do find on Google is not necessarily a graphic that you can utilize. So if you want to stay safe, better to be safe than sorry, go to picabay.com and you can grab graphics from there. All right. So now we're in a folder. I just chose positive quotes and messages, especially at this time. It's just always good to encourage one another. I'm just going to pick a random quote here. Find a graphic of your choice from any folder that you decide. Once you click on that graphic, you'll get enlarged size like so. You're going to go into the right hand corner, click on download. It's going to download onto your device. Okay. Mine's usually just do that whole pop up. And what I do, just so I don't lose it on my computer, because that happens typically, I'm going to move it to the Wednesday Social Club folder. Just rule of thumb, what you can always do is that you can pretty much create a folder of your choice. So if you want to do Wednesday Social Club, and within those folders, you could do like October, November, December, until the end of the year. And then every graphic that you want to post as far as in that month, you can just save it to that folder. So then you can have a little cluster of all the graphics that you want to utilize that month and have it in an organized way. Okay, so once you download that graphic, you're gonna go back to your Facebook. And when you go back to your Facebook, in the left-hand side, under the post section, you see published posts. Like I said, you don't want to make sure that that's highlighted. Published post is publishing for the now, not for the future. So you want to click on scheduled posts. You want to click create post. And here you go here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on photo slash video, upload photo slash video. Okay. Now I'm going to find my Wednesday Social Club. Okay, I see my positive graphic here. I'm going to upload that. Okay. And just motivational quote for the day. Inspiring you for the week. Okay, and then you can use your hashtag. So this is a quote, motivation, quote of the day. There you go. For motivational quotes, you don't necessarily have to drop in like a call of action on your website. This is could be serving for the 80-20 rule. And you have something like that. You can make it visible on Instagram. So if you do have your Instagram connected, you can click on that and then you can give a little preview. Once you click preview, this is how it will appear on the main website, the desktop view, the mobile view, and the Instagram view. Okay, and then you want to schedule the post. You want to click on schedule. Okay, you want to click on your calendar. We're scheduling it for next week, so the 26th here. And just for training purposes, I'm just going to keep the time consistent for 10 a.m. Once you finish that, you're just going to click schedule down the page. Refresh the page. Go back to schedule post, and then you'll see it there. How's everybody doing? Let me just see your progress. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, perfect. So now, like I said, we're just going to keep it consistent. We're going to go back to the Gohana folder. Okay. And here we go. And you can choose any folder that you want. Now I'm just going to jump into some of the things that we stand for, our values as a company. One is growth. Don't go through life, grow through life. Isn't that something? All right, so I like that one. What I'll do is once I find what I like, I'm just gonna go to the right-hand column, click on download. It's gonna download to your computer. Like Chuck said, if you have Windows, it's just gonna go to the very bottom. You might have to do a little bit more as far as to move it to that folder, but if you have a Mac, it'll probably pop up. So based on the device that you have, you can just move on to that next step. Okay, so just gonna move my Zoom column around. Got in the way. There we go. All right, so you're gonna go back to your Facebook once you have that done. Again, this is just showing you the process of posting the quotes because we did have a couple of newcomers come on. So if you have been with Wednesday Social Club, you probably are taking a leeway and maybe already on your third post. So good job. But if this is you newbies, it's okay. You'll get it. And like I said, we're just gonna do the same process. I'm gonna keep repeating myself so you can get the flow of everything. Again, when you see in the left-hand column here on Facebook, under where it says post, is publish post, schedule post, draft, and expiring post. You want to make sure that you click on schedule post and it's highlighted. Got it? Awesome. Once you click on that, you're going to click on create post. So it's that blue button that you see on your computer. Okay. Once you click on that, you should get like a pop-up to go on your screen. You want to click photo/video. Once you click photo/video, you're going to click on upload photo/video. You're going to see that graphic or go into that folder where you downloaded it. And then you're going to put another one. So this is where you kind of write your message. You can ask your question, whatever works for you. Put your little hashtags in there. And as I mentioned, we did, I believe we sent out some hashtag suggestions that you can utilize. Okay. And then sometimes some photos have a requirement. So this one I can't put on Instagram because it has to be less than 8 megabytes and saved as a JPEG and all of this stuff. So usually when it's it gets a little bit difficult, you can contact me if you reach that problem. But for training purposes, let's just keep moving. And then you can just see, you can click on preview here, and then you can still see how it looks and how it will appear. Then you want to click on scheduled post once it's all good for you. Click the 27, training purposes, change your time to 10 a.m. And like I said, you can always go back, change it up if you want to add more content. See, for instance, you took some fun photos for the week with your family, or you like saying, wow, like we just went pumpkin picking, right? I think that's what you call it up here. Mind you, I'm from New York City, so I don't pick apples and I don't go pumpkin picking, but it's cool. So if you did any of those fun things, you know, especially it's the fall season, stay seasonal. You could actually post some of those fun things for your 80-20 rule, okay?
All right, we are gonna work on you, Fantasia. That's it.
I know, okay. You gotta get a little country because I'm in Rochester. All right, so once you have that done, you're gonna click on schedule. Okay, stay on this page. And then perfect. So you can refresh your page too, make sure that it is posted. Check that out. Okay. And there you go. All right. So then you have your date, your time, your post. So it's really cool because then it's like organizing it for you. Okay. So let me see those thumbs. Everybody got 2 posts done? All right, give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing a great job. All right. So now we're going to move on to our 3rd post. Okay, and I'm going to save the 4th post for Mr. Chuck. So get ready. Okay. So again, I'm just going through the Evergreen folder. See some things that you want, choose whatever works for you. Okay. Once you find a graphic that you want, you can click on download. And also, I can't stress this enough. If you have any ideas on some graphics that you say, you know what, I would love corporate to share some graphics for this or for that. You know, I am a mediator for you. I will be your voice. I will say, we need to get these graphics done. Our agents are requesting it. All right. Our managers are requesting it. So just as long as you share your feedback with me, we can definitely get it done. I don't want you to feel as though, all the graphics that you see in GoHanna is just all what you can get. If you do have some creative ideas or something that can work as far like a company wide, or even if you want something personalized for you, you can reach out to me. But that's what we're here for, okay? So don't feel like you're alone. Don't feel like you have to train yourself on how to do Canva when you're like, I'm already struggling on how to make posts. How are you gonna tell me to make something now and be a marketing director? I get it. So that's why I want you to know that you have support. And like I said, I can't say it enough. Howard Hanna supports you. Okay. So if you speak up, we're able to help. If you don't say anything at all, we can't help you. Okay. So if you have any fun ideas, like I said, just reach out to me and we can definitely get something done. All right. So now you go back to Facebook. You see on the left-hand side under posts where it says schedule posts. Make sure that you click on that, okay? What happened before is one of the agents didn't click on it and they were under published posts. And guess what? They published it immediately. And she had to do it all over again. But it's okay. You learn, okay? So you have to learn sometimes from your mistakes, but it doesn't mean that you failed. It's a learning curve, right? You want to click on schedule post, create post, click on photo/video, upload photo/video. Okay, and then you'll see another one of the posts created. So again, user, our brand value. And like I said, you don't have to post the same thing that I'm doing, but you can drop down your hashtag, your message based on what you're posting, okay? All right, and so you can preview it. See how it looks on a desktop, see how it looks on a mobile. Once you finish that, you click schedule post. You click on your calendar. We're moving on to the 28th. Change the timing. Click on schedule. And voila. Okay, once you get that check mark, you know it's published. Refresh your screen. Okay, it's going. And then you want to go back to scheduled post, and there you have it. You have your post for the 26th, 27th, 28th for 10 a.m. Give yourself a round of applause. Great job. So that's what it's all about. It's repetitive. The reason why we try to be as repetitive as possible, because we all go through that struggle. Some are faster than the others. And that's why I said you can bang out 10 posts, based on how fast you are, how equipped you are. But if you can't do that, you can just follow along and definitely just learn the steps step by step, and of course, Chuck will post it on his YouTube, so then you can always backtrack that way. So now it is Chuck time for Buy Side. Give him a round of applause. Chuck time.
Awesome. So yeah, welcome. So I mentioned to Fantasia this morning, I think it'd be great every week, one of my posts, I want to be my buy side link. I want to drive traffic to my buy side link to get people try to get leads. So some of those leads are going to come organically through just posting into my sphere, but I think it's a really good idea, since we're posting on our business page. It's no secret that Facebook business page is a pay to play format, but you don't have to pay a lot. You only have to pay a little. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to commit $5 a week to my buy side link. Okay, $5. So the first thing I have to do though is I have to create that post. Now, a little bit different from what we've been doing. The point of what we do is we schedule for next week. You cannot schedule for next week and schedule the boost at the same time. okay? You can only boost if the post is actually live on your Facebook wall, okay? So what I did earlier is I went to our buy side website, I grabbed the link, I created a post, and I just published it. I published it right away. And once I saw that it was published, the little boost button showed up down in the corner, and I could go through that. So that's what we're gonna have to do. Instead of doing the schedule, we're just gonna have to do the publish right away, okay? So if everybody, so this is the easy part, right? Just publish a post to your Facebook business page. It's really the same process. You're just gonna click publish instead of schedule. So let's do that. Where are we here? I'm gonna share my screen. Let's share screen. Where are we? iPad. Okay, that one. Share. All right, perfect. So this is my Facebook page and my business wall. All right, and these are my published posts. Published posts. Oh, can I move this over? All right, publish post. So let's create a post. Facebook newsfeed. Now what I did is I went to GoHanna. So you already have your GoHanna. Just go to your main page, click on your buy side link at the top, and that'll take you to your buy side dashboard. From your buy side dashboard, go up to your marketing suite up at the top and go down to home valuation site. Okay. From there, click on preview my site, and that takes you to homevalue.howardhanna.com/Charles Flynn or /Gary Massaletti or /Lisa Avery or /whoever, right? So just right click on that address at the top and copy it, and then go back to that Facebook post here, and in the text box it says write something. Write something. What's your house worth? What's your house worth? Question mark. I go down a couple lines and I paste that link. Okay. And that is now location. Now my location wise, so that maybe help Facebook analytics pull my content up organically a little better. I'm trying to serve my market, which is primarily Genesee County. You could be primarily Monroe County, or you could be primarily, obviously Erie County. You could be Hamburg, you could be Pittsburgh, you could be Batavia, you could be anywhere you want, right? You can dial in as narrowly as you want. So I'm just going to leave it though as Genesee. When I put in Genesee, it gives me some options, some default options. So I just choose the county. And I hit tab, and it says it'll take a few minutes to schedule the post. We're not scheduling, I just want to publish it. Okay, so that's it. And then I want to go back to my regular wall. So this is my regular page. Go down to my business page here, and I want to find that content that I just posted. Scrolling, where is it? Where are we here? Yeah, cancel. Let's cancel that. Cancel ad. Yeah, I want to cancel ad. Okay. Bear with me just a second. So where are we here? Activity, inbox, post. Let's click on post. All right. So I've done this twice today, actually. I did it at 9:15 when I did my practice while you guys are doing something else. I did a practice one, and I just did it again. Hey, you can, man, the more times you advertise your business suite, your Facebook, your home valuation suite, the better. So all I want to do though is I just want to click on this post. And you can see that down in the corner, you've got a blue button here that says boost. So there's something I want to say about boosting posts. If you've never boosted a post before, there are two things. You might have to go into your settings and put a payment method in. Some people have told me they can't boost, and I said, well, maybe you haven't entered a credit card into your settings for your payment. So if you have that problem, that might be the answer. But I think you should be able to do it. Like if you click this boost, it should bring up a window with your options. Now, these have changed a little bit over the last couple of years because due to fair housing. Okay, so every time you every time you boost from your Facebook business page, you are advertising a special ad category. Even when you're publishing your thought, like let's say you've got the inspirational thought of the day, sharing is caring, how do you care about your community? We care, we care, we care. If it has the Howard Hanna logo on it, it's going to get flagged as a housing ad. Okay, so if you go to boost something like that and you find out it doesn't get approved, that's why. Okay, so we always got to, this little part here, special ad category, we've always got to move that over to yes. And then we've got to tell it which one. We're not employment, we're not credit, we're housing. So we've always got to tell it we're a housing category. All right. Now, the next thing that I like to do is I like to tell Facebook how I want to be in charge of how this is boosted, how it goes out to my audience. So what's my goal? What I want to do this time is I want to send people to my buy-side link. So I want to send people to your website. So I'm going to check that one and I'm going to hit save. Now I took care of the special ad category, a button, learn more, shop now, book now, sign up, get directions, send message, WhatsApp message. Yeah, I would say learn more, right? We want people to find out how much their house is worth. So I'm going to stick with the learn more. All right, housing. Now my audience, in the past, I would boost like an open house or something to everybody within a 15-mile radius of the center point of Genesee County, because that's where most of my stuff was, and that really covered me pretty much. In this case, I'm not going to do that. What I want to do for my advertising for the next year is I just want to keep hitting my sphere. Like I'm honestly not really trying to reach people I don't already know. So I'm trying to just reinforce my brand to people that I know. And then also maybe their friends, okay? I want to get those referrals, people I know and their friends. So I'm going to edit my audience. And I am going to select, I'm going to edit my audience. Wait, where did it go? Detail people. Hold on a second. Can't change that. Audience adjusted follow policies. Okay. Edit. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Dang it, this isn't. I'm having a little bit of a difficulty here. Bear with me just a second. Add button, learn more, special ed category, add credits, housing, audience. This worked like a dream in my practice while you guys are doing something else. So what I don't want to do this geographically. What you want to do, what I want to set up is you can choose that it only gets boosted to people who are your friends and friends of your friends, right? I just want to go to people who kind of already know me, and then maybe people who know them, versus trying to do a blanket advertisement to everybody in the county. So, hey, browse, that's not working. I'm missing the boat on something here. Fantasia, do you know what I'm missing here on this? Just curious. Something.
Because you're boosting it. So in order for you to do what you mentioned, you have to go through the ad manager.
Right.
A whole different
website, push button, add.
You're like if you go up.
Yeah.
And it says you're sending people to your website, but that's opening for everything. You're not targeting just your friends there. So the objective is you're trying to reach out to everybody. You know what I mean?
I know, but you can still select that you want Facebook to dial into your circle of friends. As far as
you have to go that's something that's not just through Boost Post, but that's through Ad Manager. Because that Ad Manager allows you to get real specific.
right, locations. This is not, yeah, this is not,
Maybe we'll show them next time.
yeah. All right, well, anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna, for over the next 6 to 12 months, all my boosts are I'm only gonna boost it to people that are in my sphere and friends of, basically, my friends and friends of my friends, right? I think that's where I'm most likely to get, that's where I get my business from. Anyway. I don't do a lot of business with people that I don't already have some sort of a relationship or like a one-step relationship with. So I think, and the reason I mention it this way is because I think sometimes we get caught up in this advertising idea of reaching the broadest possible market and the most possible people and people that we have, quite frankly, no connection with, right? And if we just kept on dialing in and advertising to those people and reinforcing and being top of mind with people who kind of already know us, I think we have a really good chance to get more business and to stay top of mind and to grow our businesses. So I'm dialed in on local connections, not necessarily trying to reach people who I'm not already connected with. So I'm just gonna hit okay. So this is gonna go for, let's say I wanna go for 7 days, but I wanna do my budget down. Oh, the minimum is $1 a day. So let's do this for 5 days. And I've got a $5 budget. Okay, so it's going to start today and it's going to end on the 26th. It's just going to reach about 150 to 400 people per day. So for $5, I'm probably going to reach about 2,000 impressions. So that's pretty sweet. And then later, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at those analytics and I'm going to see how many connections I got. So then I'm going to hit boost. Now you can see from my payment down here, it's already got, I've got a payment method in here. Just a note, it doesn't charge your credit card right away. Facebook's kind of like their own credit company in a way. Like, no surprise, right? They have a ton of money, so they don't have to charge you right away. They're taking a little bit of a risk here. They'll let you do advertisements for a month, and then they'll send you one billing statement at the end of the month for all your boosts that you did, and you'll just pay one time. Okay, so I'm gonna hit boost. And it's going to submit, and that's it. And then when I go back and I look, it'll show me underneath that post what the reach is based on organic and how much is paid, right? So it's fun to watch, and I think this tool that we have from Howard Hanna is worth boosting every single week. Honestly, I don't know of really of a better tool we have to try to get leads. So that's it. And I'm done. And then you're done. You share that link immediately and do a boost. So that might even, honestly, Fantasia, as far as Wednesday Social Club goes, since you can't like schedule it for next week, I mean, you could schedule it for next week, and then next week, once it's published, you could boost it, right? But at the beginning of Social Club, we could just do this first and just do a live post and do the boost, and then go on to the scheduled post for the following week. That's like another option.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right. Boost another. Oh, Facebook gives me the option to boost another post. Hey, thank you, Facebook. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm just going to cancel that other one, and there we go. And I'm just gonna watch it. And so you can see over here on the side, post engagements. I mean, I don't have anything yet, but all those numbers will all climb, and you'll see that you're getting impressions. And I think these are, like when I have an open house or something and I boost that open house, generally my impressions cost usually between 1 penny to 3 pennies per impression. It's almost the cheapest impressions you can get on the internet. And people at the open houses tell me, based on the open to close sign-in form, that's how they found out about this event, was through the internet, through Facebook, through these things. So I think it's successful. All right, well, that's it. It's 9:41. That was another awesome week of Social Club. Does anybody have any questions before we sign off? Does anybody have a friend they want to invite to Social Club next week? Okay, unmute yourself.
So I think these are awesome. And I will say at the beginning, I was a little behind because I did finally link my Instagram to my business page. And like Fantasia said, it was not easy, but I did it. And I think that this is such a great thing. And I know I'm trying to get more people to attend. Although I think sometimes we're all like, well, don't tell everybody because we like to keep her for ourselves. But maybe you could do something I really like today, like the first half, second half, maybe first half beginner, second half advanced. I liked this boosting lesson. And I think that there are some people who might want to, as we're doing more and more of this, do an advanced session. So just a thought for the future.
So
But these are awesome.
thanks, Lisa. You know, I had a conversation, Gary and I were here in the room and we were talking, and Gary's been on these sessions since the beginning, and he honestly, at this point, Gary doesn't need to follow along Fantasia to see how to do it, right? He's been on enough sessions, he knows how to do it. And, you know, if Gary wanted to schedule his life differently and do this another time, that's fine, whatever works for you. But he said, you know, Chuck, I come every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. It's my time blocking. This is my Wednesday at 9 a.m. is my social media time. I come every Wednesday, I get it done. And that's what we're here for. We're here to do this every Wednesday for that time blocking purpose, to get it done. If you learn it and want to do it some other time, awesome, great, good for you. But we'll always be here at this time to get it done now, right? And that's a solution I can provide for everybody. I can't be there at 6 o'clock tomorrow night if you want to do it then, but.
No, I definitely like it. And again, I mean, you know, Chuck, I have a few weeks left of this Elevate class at 10. And, you know, part of me was like, oh, maybe I won't log on. But I'm like, you know what? If I don't log on at 9, I'm not going to get it done this week. It will just be something that gets moved on the to-do list. So I totally agree with that 9 a.m. I'd love to have Fantasia sprinkle more even marketing advice. Like I was typing the text for a post and for buy side, and I wanted to say 1 click will give you 3 opinions. And then I'm sitting here thinking like, well, should I spell out the word 1? Should I write the number 1? So I'd love to have her professional experience on this is what's more attractive. If you can use a digit instead of spelling the word, that's more, you know, because I'm older. I tend to write like I was taught in English, 40 years ago, not as people read and watching it on their phone. And so I'd love also, as she talks about what to post, sprinkling in the professional opinions on, you know, how casual do we make it? How professional do we make it? Like, and again, even just as you guys were talking about the very beginning, I would love to see, and I forget the gentleman's name who's with you, Chuck, and I popped in when he was talking about his kids, like, and then Fantasia was talking about that agent in California. I'd love to see like a kid showing a house. You know, I think you could tie those two things together and to be like, you know, I've been watching my dad sell houses for years. I can do it better. Let me show you this house. Like, you know, so I love the creativity that comes from these kinds of discussions. And I would just love for more of Fantasia's professional opinion on what we should be doing to get more engagement.
That's a great idea.
That's my 2 cents.
That's a great idea. I'm going to do that. My son is 11 and he would love to show a house. So that would be awesome. Thank you.
My kids are in their 20s. They would hate it.
Yeah, honestly, what I do, Lisa, too, is because obviously each agent operates different. You know, their business is different. And that's why I love, and from my experience working with agents on an individual level, too, if you want to dig, I have so many ideas that you have to press the stop button. That's what happens when you get me talking. But, you know, we can bounce off ideas, you know, from the beginning of the meeting. We can definitely do that. But as far as general, the reason why I have these meetings is I keep it as general as possible because I can go a mile a minute, you know, and I can keep going and going. And, you know, if you have certain questions or certain things that you want to know, please shoot me over an email. So we'll make sure that we touch those points for the next meeting so we can prepare advance. So everything that you want to know as far as on a professional level, you know, what to do, what not to do, I can actually prepare that in advance and actually have that maybe in a visual too, to share along with you guys. So, you know, if you have any ideas like that, definitely email me or Chuck, and we'll make sure that for the next meeting, we'll mention those things.
Awesome. All right. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. And this was a great Wednesday. This was a great social club. And I look forward to seeing you guys all next week.
All right.
All right. Cheers. Bye, everybody. Nice job.